You know, there hasn't been a lot of good news for the Mariners as we sit down and film this thing, Rockstar. They've lost 8 of their last 10 home games. They have not scored a run in 23 innings. Yesterday, meaning Monday, when Minnesota beat Chicago, they fell to the worst record in the American League.
All right.
Well, there's one. There's a ray of sunshine or two, though, but man, it is pretty dark, isn't it?
Jeez, should I put some black tape over this logo here?
Well, not when games are ending. I mean, we talked to Mike Blowers. The podcast, of course, is up and available and worth listening to. But I thought we'd talk a little bit about a guy that I remember very well. I think you do too. When we first laid eyes on Tom Wilhelmsen, when he came riding up to the ballpark in his bicycle, opening day last year.
Had the sunglasses on. We were talking to Jack Zarinsik, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
He goes, "Hey, there he goes right now." And he pulled up. He's like, "What's up?"
He was talking about, he was a bartender and he arrived on the scene. And then last year, it's funny, Mike made a pretty good point about him, I thought. He said, he had the 95, 96 mile an hour fastball. His breaking ball fell off a table, but didn't know how to pitch, was kind of the way he put it. And then we were just looking at some numbers over here. In June, 2-0, 5 saves, 0.00 ERA, 17 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 12 2/3 innings.
That's what you call, I guess, what, good?
Yeah, I'd say that's really, really good. I mean, it's funny, we're talking about Brandon League, and this would just be a stopgap for him. I don't see them making a change anymore. I see Tom Wilhelmsen as their closer from now on, don't you? I mean, why would you change it?
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You don't want to fix what's not broken, and he's definitely not broken. He's been great. Charlie Furbush has been outstanding. Mm-hmm. I mean, the back end of that bullpen has really become a strength, and even League is part of that. He's not the closer anymore, but that's in a season where you've had a lot of downs offensively. We've looked at a lot of guys struggling. This is a bright spot. This is a silver lining and something to look at once these starters, like Ramirez, like Noesi, their past 2 starts, get to the bullpen. You feel really good.
Yeah.
You feel good. Felix gets it to the bullpen, gets it to 7th or 8th inning. You feel good about your chances. Now, they need to score some runs, or obviously to win, but you love what they're doing, and we talked about who would be the most deserving all-star on this team. Now, Felix may get it because of his name, and everybody knows who he is, but I don't think he's the most deserving. I think you could look at Tom Wilhelmsen and make a very good case for him. I think you can make a case for Charlie Furbush, who's been fantastic.
They've been the best guys. I mean, I agree with you 100% on that. They've been the best.
Yeah, he's been great. If there's an upside to Brandon League struggling, it is that you got this guy, you saw what he could do in a closer situation, completely different mentality with the game on the line, and he's been nothing short of outstanding.
Well, think about it, too. I mean, we figure in maybe a month, Holtzon's up here. All of a sudden, you got a core of a rotation. Everyone's under 25, and Felix is what? Your ace is 26 or 27 or something like that. With a young bullpen, which is not, it's not like the promise that you're hoping to see from your young hitters, but guys who are delivering, guys who are pitching up to their potential. Pitching-wise, they seem pretty close to being fixed.
They're getting
there. At least it seems closer.
It's trending the right way.
There we go.
Trending the right way. If we could just score him some runs now.
Just a couple, please.